Hello, welcome to another instalment of my midlife crisis in action. Still noticed that there's more subscribers, not happy. Honestly, take a look at your life, what you're doing, why are you subscribing to this channel? And also still that there's loads of people just watch 30 seconds and then switch off, so big announcement at 31 seconds. Let's just pause. Get me coffee going. Don't want a flat white. Cappuccino, custom, cappuccino. Right, so you stayed this long, you haven't switched off, right? You need to switch off, honestly, because it's honestly, this video is, yeah, I've got some records, but it's not like cool records, it's not a cool records shop, it's all like, you know, bands that bands I love, but not so cool, right? So it's not all like television first presses and talking heads, you know, imports and stuff. It's not, it's like level 42 albums and Tip Hour albums, nothing wrong with those. If Mark King is watching, you are a god. And everybody should stop this video and go and watch some Mark King right now. The man's a god. Right, start milk. Yeah, so, okay, right, let's get into it. You saw that I worked out how to put things on the screen last week. I still think I misspelled collectibles. Is it collectables or collectibles? I really should know. My mum will be shouting at me now because she's an English teacher. So, doing me cappuccino, my frappa mochaccino, you know, in the shop. Cousin just dead cultured. I need to get a thing to do it. I need to wipe the nozzle. This is what it's like if you've never seen these videos. There's a lot of messing about, some records, me moaning, reminiscing about, you know, when I felt like I had a life, and then show you some records. There's some cool stuff, mostly overpriced, and that's how it goes, really. So, okay, we'll get into that. Where are we? I'll just have me coffee. Oh yeah, what about Baccarat, eh? Sad, innit? 94. No age, is it? 94. You know, come on. That's fair enough, innit? Right, my milk's done. Ah! The nozzle is hot. I may have commented on that last week. And that, it really is indicative of these videos and me. I don't learn. Even rats learn, as they say. I don't. Same mistake. Don't know why they give it a tap. I put it in and then do a rude thing on the top. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I will show you that. It's too rude. My mum will shout at me again. Alright, where are we up to? So, oh yeah, okay, well I'll put the time thing in because that sort of worked. I've got my bell, I'm going to be dinging. So, move your hamsters away if they're frightened of the dinging. I can't be responsible for what happens to hamsters. Oh yeah, I've introduced a new complaints department if anybody's got any complaints. Clearing my garage out, I found my old baseball bat from when I was a kid. I used to be really into American football and baseball, and I got this. Cool, innit? I also found this. Elvis, the advertising wonder stuff, Never Loved Elvis back in, God, what was that? 91? Something like that. And, yeah. And that's been, it's at every house I've ever lived in, so I thought time it came to the shop. So, anyway, interesting conversations with Tom about Public Enemy. Anyway, let's get to 4 minutes and then we'll get in with the records. All right, here we go with the records. Hello, welcome if you skip to this point and you just want to see the records and you just want to ignore my inane chat. Let's get on with it. All right, so a load of drivel, some interesting stuff, and you know, let's get on with it. Bobby Womack, I played this. Can you see that? I played this yesterday in the shop. It is smoother than goose shit through a tin on, honestly. Absolutely amazing. Bobby Womack. I don't want to swear in the videos because I do really swear in real life. And I thought it's best not to, is it? It's best just to... How's that? You don't want to see my ugly mug, do you? But I just need to see the time. So, got a few jimmies. That's a... What's that? Oh, it's just a comp. I think that's like a post-death comp. Not... You know what I mean? His family are notorious, aren't they, for not releasing anything, not allowing anything to be on soundtracks or comps and stuff. And I did have a few comps. There was Greatest Rock albums ever. There's one with Jimi Hendrix on. I think that's not rare or anything, but if you want to get access to Jimmy quite cheaply, they're like £4. And what was the hard compilation that he was on, or the difficult one to get hold of? Widnail and I soundtrack, All Along the Watchtower. Another example of where someone's done a cover version but done it much better than the original. I mean, All Along the Watchtower is much better, isn't it? There's a few examples of that, aren't there? But okay, Blind Melon. I've had this for a while, but I just took it out just to show you. I've got all sorts of things like picture discs from back in the day. We got a load of dance stuff in, so thank you to those lads who brought that in. I have some guys who come in and it's cool. They go to the dance section and they're looking for like low-fi techno, like no vocals, just like techno beats, so they're practically learning mixing, and it's cool. Gets me into it, and we just stand in the shop just playing it. It's like it's great. Anyway, they dropped all this stuff off. All this is like, I think it's like 90s sort of dance, some hip hop stuff, and it's all a couple of quid. There's a whole section on that, and then some are individually priced. There's nothing spectacular. All right, into the drivel and the dirge. Sorry, Elton, but what I mean is, there's just loads of this stuff about, and I've got loads of it in the shop. But you know, I have to play to my strengths, and that's what I kind of sells. I sell like £5 Elton John albums, so that's what has to be stocked, right? I can't stock Rage Against the Machine first presses all the time because they don't all sell as much as they're amazing. Okay, Elton Greatest Hits, Cat Stevens, Tears from the Firecat. I had some lad in on work experience, and we were messing about, and he was saying, he's like, what should I put on this, on the label? I'm like, put whatever you want, put something to describe the album, or put your own little note. And then I laughed, said, just put, help, I'm stuck, can someone please come and save me? And he started to write it out on the label, and I was like, no, don't put that. Ian Jury. Oh, that's right, he's graded it. That's interesting. Very good, well done. Innocent Man, Billy Joel. Bob, Exodus. More, Cat Stevens. Catch a Bullet for 11 quid. It's alright. Well, Billy Joel, The Stranger. Seems to be. Ask for vinyl. If you come to my shop and the vinyl isn't there, you just. Sorry, I've got a little message come up. Just ask for it. Just come to the counter and ask for it. I separate some of the records out like they used to do in old record shops. Not all of them, just the ones that, you know, are a bit more collectible, expensive, whatever. My belly's sticking out. God, I didn't go to the gym this week. Woo! I'll have to go. What day are we? Friday. Lovely frappa mochaccino. Yeah. Let's go to the gym. Just sit here and eat crisps. Honestly, you sit here and because you're not like in an environment with anybody. it's just like when you first you know, to be like alone in your house at night or something when you're a kid and you're just like, Jaffa cakes. That hasn't changed. Cat Stevens, Greatest Hits. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. Spandau Ballet, True. I told you, nothing to get excited about, honestly. You switch off and go do something more interesting instead. I've got a few interesting things to mention later, but again, nothing shattering. And I'm going to introduce recommendations, music that I think is cool and you might want to check out. None of it's going to be new. I had somebody come in and go, "You've got the new Paramore album," and I was like, "Who?" And they're like, "You know, Paramore." I'm like, "I never heard of them." And they were looking around going, "You a record shop?" I'm like, "Yeah." But all music kind of stopped after about 1994 for me, so I haven't got it. And then I point them towards Renshaw or Defend, which are some cool record shops in town. Liverpool. I'll wear my orange hoodie next week. I've got an orange hoodie with my orange hat. I look like I'm joining the RNLI. My wife took the piss out of me, so I didn't wear it today. Not that, it's just, it was rotten, dirty. Accused my son of having BO because he's, you know, growing up, and it was me. Talking out, stopped making sense. To Pow. To Pow was, oh, spat everywhere then. Did it again, sorry. So there's nobody here. It's just on the coffee machine. Don't worry about that. To Pow. Bridge of Spies, that's fast becoming my no parlay. Ooh, again. Controversial, but, you know, the version of You Really Got Me on this, I like it. I love the Kinks, and I spend a lot of money collecting Kinks stuff, but it's off the scale, isn't it? Kylie, Wacko, told you, it's all bog standard stuff. Yeah. Level 42. Funk bass has been a big thing in the shop. We've been listening to some really old school. Going through my CDs, trying to get rid of some, and I got a little bag for the charity shop, and I've got like thousands of CDs, and there's a little bag for the charity shop. The rest of it I'm keeping. But we were going through. I was digging up all the old funk metal stuff I used to listen to. So White Trash, which is a bit more like skater stuff, like ska with horns in it and stuff. And then this band, Scat Opera, it's like funk metal by numbers, and I used to love that stuff.
I found this on the web.
And honestly, my son wants this watch, and it does my head in. It really is Control, so I'm getting rid of it. Abba dabba do. Abba dabba don't. Again, told ya. There's some interesting stuff at the end. Yeah, Bronski Beat, Beach Boys. This is like, is it like a K-Tel? No, it's proper release. Look at the cover of that. It's like the 70s. People are going on holiday. It's like, yeah, let's target the dad market, or the, whatever market. Annie, loads of soundtracks, as you all know. If you watched these before, yeah. Just nothing special. Standard release. Again, Dirge. Got some interesting stuff for next week. Some bit more unusual things for next week. ABC, Lex Killer Love, Police. Told ya. I have to play some Level 42 today. That's got hot water on it. Oh yeah. I don't really want to sing that, but anyway. Adam and the Ants. More Hall & Oates, like you need more Hall & Oates. I've got like 1 billion copies of this, so every week we just price one up and put it out according to the grade, so there's loads of cheap copies of it. More Detectorists, still getting through the T-Rex stuff that I've got, there's some of that. Jackson's Triumph. Have you ever heard the Jackson's live album? That is nuts. That is like, I mean, sounds like, and it's just like boom, it's straight in, and it's fast, and it's just through about 3 massive hits, and it rocks. It sounds really good. I only imagine what the shows would have been like going to see them back in the day. But that Jackson's live album was well worth hunting out, and it's cheap on vinyl. I don't think I've got a copy in, but that is a great album to go and hunt out. Ennio Morricone, lad, boss. Get to write them all in English. I've got some Ennio Morricone in the Juki. More news on the Juki in a minute. Cool. Und the Gang. Elvis. There's no hero to me. Elvis. Picture disc. Phoebe Snow. Got some collectibles in a minute, I think. Is there? I'm not messing about today. Getting through all the dirge. More ABBA. See? A bit more interesting. 1973 pressing with the postcard thing, opening of Asbury Park. Jimmy, Italian comp. Absolute god. Jimmy. Isle of Wight. Beautiful. Who's been watching Last of Us? Last of Us. It's good, isn't it? Why do they all have to wear all these? It's good. It's cool, but they all wear. Why does there no colours in post-apocalyptic world? What happened to all the colours? Why is everything muted? Where's all the colours? I mean, surely even after 20 years, there's still some, red things and orange things, and I know, things will get dirty, but there's just no colours. Why is no one wearing a sombrero or, you know what I mean? Why's no one got like a bright orange jacket on, for example, bright orange hoodie? Why isn't it's all just muted colours, isn't it? It's all a bit by numbers. I mean, I guess that's what the public want. I found it quite good, quite funny. The episode with Bill and what's his dude, that was cool. That was just unexpected, and I thought that was really well done. They played Hank Williams in it, didn't they? Hank, the most rock and roll of them all. Yeah, 29. I was just reading up quickly because I couldn't remember how he died on that, and it was like seemingly an overdose of morphine or something to do with that, maybe a previous health condition. But certainly painkillers had a major part in it, alcohol. He got kicked out the Grand Ole Opry because he was too rock and roll. Hank Williams, baby. Right, some collectibles. Guns N' Roses, boom, with the original doofer, original sleeve. Goodbye, Cream. Some of the Cream stuff left. Some of it's gone online. Cream, live Cream. God. doesn't put £10 on when you're going on the telly. Just if you look fat, you're fat. I should really do something about it. I'm going to ding my bell because I haven't done it yet. Sorry to hamsters all around the world. John Mayall. Now this is actually a repress, but interesting. I was looking at the price of this, and this is like near mint. It's actually quite a collectible record. So that's recorded live at Clux Cleek. And mixed, I'm pretty sure, mixed by Derek Varnels, who was... Yeah, Derek Varnels. I worked with that dude. He explained lots to me about sound reproduction and mastering and vinyl, and how you engineer and master a record for vinyl, and how you record it for vinyl. And it was really cool. He was saying, like, the best format if you do it properly. So if you record with in mind, like, the shape of the disc and where you're going to put the different frequencies on the disc. So obviously, higher frequencies, lower frequencies you'll be lost more towards the middle. And it's fundamental stuff like that. Thickness of the vinyl doesn't matter. It's about the quality of the product, the quality of the vinyl. So it doesn't matter all that 180 gram nonsense, rubbish. It's about the quality of the mastering. Excuse me. Anyway, put a bit of squirty stuff on, hang on. Yeah, interesting that, isn't it? Can't really remember a lot of it, and then since I've got it in the shop, as I've said, the 8-track has been by far the best sounding thing I've got in the shop, and I've got some of them are broke, and I've got to fix some of them, but that's quite interesting. So if that floats your boat, come in the shop and I'll show you 8 tracks. Boring, innit? Nerding. More John Mayall. UK press of that. Never mind. The blank sleeve 12 track. Blank sleeve 12 track, and it has producers Chris Thomas or Bill Price on it. So relatively common, but still collectible and in super condition. Vinyl's near mint. It's just got the price sticker ripped off the top of it, but everything else is really good condition. American. I experienced Jimi Hendrix experience. I experienced because I got a British one in, first press British one, mint, and I thought I'm having that, so I replaced it with this one. Again, I try not to take home too much because what's the point in having a record shop? But some things you just don't see, and you just got to go, I'm having that. So those Hendrix UK first presses I took home, and some of the John Mayall. More Hendrix with Curtis Knight. Hendrix was the man, wasn't he? Clash, Give 'Em Enough Rope. Boom, boom, boom. 78, superb condition. King Crimson, Pink Rim, second. Great condition. Super duper. These are they're not that uncommon, are they? I mean, maybe the very first presses in super duper condition are quite rare, and that's what people want. But I think it's a good example of weird economics in the market. Normally supply and demand in it. There's not many, the price goes up. And here it's definitely a case of there's loads of them, but it's condition. So you've really got to get, and obviously the particular press that you're after. First press of that, textured sleeve. It's pretty good. There's a bit of wear on the spine, but it's pretty good condition. 45 quid on that. I think that's fair enough. Given the condition it's in. Got some miles in. I think I showed you this one. This is a Sketches to Spain, and I think it's French. That's cool. Bitches Brew, UK. First, I haven't priced that up yet. Another copy of my favourite Miles Davis album. Not just to try and be difficult, because it's a really weird album, but on the corner it's just it's nuts, it's bonkers, and it really enabled me to kind of appreciate that more difficult jazzy stuff. It's immense. Right, that's it on the records front. See, I got through it quite quick today. I didn't mess about and rattle on and... So that's that. So what else? Oh yeah. I'll set you back a bit. You can turn off now. Oh, 20. I'll put 20 minutes. Let me write down 20 minutes of end of records. And I'm looking for my pen. I have it up there. 20 mins. So 4 mins for the records. Flick through. 20 mins talking rubbish. You can turn off now. There's no more records. I'll talk a little bit about, you know, other stuff that I'm doing in the shop. But there's no more records. That's it. I've got loads coming in. And I didn't get that one high value piece. Hasn't come in yet. I suspect it will, but you know, people say stuff, bring that in next Thursday, and then, you know, life takes over, right? So, what have we got? Valentine's Day coming up. Yeah, there's loads of comps, there's loads of records. So come over and or buy some merch, or I've got stuff like I just can't be bothered to move. Is that lazy of me? I've got like the crates, you know. Let's see if I can not drop the phone. Do you see that? Got the vinyl storage. It's just so lazy, isn't it? Can't even bother to walk around. Got that. Let's cross that up. So come down, forget your stuff for Valentine's Day. La 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 la. Oh, last week I mentioned Bowie, didn't I? And I was talking about guitar chords, and I must admit I think I got the guitar chords wrong. I was going Queen bitch G. This is really not important. It's just more for me. I feel better by getting it out. G D. I said F. It's not, is it? It's G D C. And it's hard to go from that C back to that G really quick. Good dun 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 dun. Good dun 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 dun. Good dun 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 dun. Because I'm a rubbish guitar player. I'm glad I got that out. Right, a couple of things we're doing. Going to introduce a section where I'm going to, you know, everybody knows that my favourite band is The Beyond, so I'm going to introduce a section whereby I'm going to check in on whether The Beyond have reformed. So stay tuned. I'll just check in on the computer. Okay, got the answer. Just printed off the result. And have the Beyond reformed? No, they haven't. I'll check in again on that one next week. Moving on. Oh yeah. Oh, Hank Williams, we've done that, haven't we? Oh yeah. So where's what I'm gonna do? I've got something for the Juki. And what I was gonna do was, and nobody's gonna do it, participate, because you know this is just purely a process for me to kind of get things off my chest and kind of, you know, like talk therapy where you get it out and then it helps you cope. That's what this is. If you're sat there watching it, good for you, and I hope it helps you. Anyway, rather than Where's Wally, I'm going to do Where's Dolly. I'm going to put Dolly in the jukebox, right? And then you're going to have to guess. You can take a guess as to where it is, and there's letters and numbers in the jukebox for each individual. I'll talk through that in a minute. And if you guess where it is, you win a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet. I'll probably come round to your house and sing Dolly for you. But anyway, it's Dolly and 9 to 5. Because that's Dolly's greatest pop song. I mean, I can't put any Dolly love songs in because it's too emotional, right? I can't put I Will Always Love You. It's too much. I'll be in tears. So anyway, the jukebox goes. I'll take you around to the jukebox, super quick. Take me coffee. Where are we? We're doing all right. You should have turned off by now anyway, so no one's watching. So yeah, the jukebox goes from A to V, I think. Got the Atari. Super cool, isn't it? Enduro. That game's boss. Right, so the jukebox goes from A1, and then it goes all the way up to A0. So A1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay, there's A0. It's your thing. Okay? And it goes up to V. So V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V8, V9, V0. Guns and Navarone. Red specials. You see that? So there's a couple missing, but I can't be bothered to work out what they are. So there's no X, Y, Z. So I'm going to put Dolly in here, and I'm not going to change the thing on the front. And you can all have a guess where 9 to 5 is. I think I know where I'm going to put it. So one of these songs. So someone coming in. choosing what they think is going to be whatever pop song, and they're going to get 9 to 5. And if you guess it, you can, you know, don't put a comment on none of that rubbish, because I probably won't read it. You can if you like, because I'm not that antisocial. It's just whether I can be bothered. But you can come in the shop and tell me where you think it is, or have a go and guess where it is. Put something on the jukebox. Jukebox is free. So where's Dolly? Yeah, that's going to start. Let's cross that off. I actually spend time writing out some notes for these videos. Can you actually believe it? Look at that. Insane. Moving on. Oh yeah. I'll do a recommendation. Let's first off go to take some questions that I've had from subscribers. It's important, I think, to keep in touch with your public. And because obviously, you know, my son says, "What's your content?" And I don't know, talk rubbish and have a kind of midlife crisis on the telly. And he's going, okay, all right, how many subscribers? And I go, oh, I think about 50 or something. He's like, why? I was like, I don't know. You've asked them. Anyway, so what are you doing to keep in contact with your base? I don't know. So I'm going to take questions. So here's a list of questions I've had from people who are subscribing to this channel. All right. More of that, same time next week. So if you've got any questions, keep them to yourself, because I'm not interested. That's good. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a recommendation, right? I'm going to make a recommendation for you, and we'll end the video, so we can try and keep it shorter. Recommendation is, and I'll do one every week, and you can listen to it or not listen to it, or you can please yourself, but I'm right, because I'm doing this video, right? So that means I'm right. So the recommendation is Medeski. I was talking about this the other week. Medeski, Martin and Wood. Medeski, comma, Martin and Wood. Yeah? The album is called Let's Go Everywhere, and someone ordered it for Christmas, and I got it in. I had to get it in from the States, and I got it in, and I took a copy of it, and I was telling you, and it's great. It's like music for children, but it's really, really funky. It involves children making the music, and it's almost like an educational type tool, but you wouldn't really know. It's cool. And there's a track on that album. Let's Go Everywhere is brilliant. Start with that, but then quickly go on to Where's the Music? Right? Where's the Music? Honestly, I had to stop me dead in my tracks. It was absolutely amazing. Put that on. It is so funky. It's a bit acid jazzy, because they're not a really old band. It sounds like they're a 1970s band that would be on Sesame Street, but they're not. And it's really cool. Give that a listen to. Come here for all of your up-to-date music recommendations. Don't come in here asking for Paramore albums. I don't even know what that is. Right? Go off to a proper record shop for that stuff. Come in here to, you know, shoot the breeze, buy a Prince album or a Level 42 album, and play the jukebox, look at the vintage hi-fi, talk a load of rubbish, play an 8-track. You know what I mean? That's what this shop is all about. Oh, and we are, and you know, I keep saying it, but we are putting bands back on from March. So if you know anybody who wants to play, they need to have a release so we can promote something. That's the whole point of it, and we'll get on and do that. And then I think that's it. I'll throw my thing away. I'm going to try and end it quickly, because I didn't have enough space on my phone last week. All right, so, let's see if my Bluetooth thing works. Ooby-doobage. Never does it? All right, so, bye. I'll see you next week. Thanks very much for tuning in. And don't subscribe. Don't hit the thingy. Don't do any of that. Go outside. Talk to your children. Talk to your partner. Go for a walk. Do something nice. Listen to Medeski, Martin and Wood. Bye-bye.